We appreciate everybody coming out as Hillsborough County continues to endure this exponential construction growth like the entire Tampa Bay area. We still have unlicensed contractors who take advantage of unsuspecting homeowners by offering them a tremendous cost savings. Explain to them they can do the job at a much cheaper rate and save them a ton of time and money because they don't have to pull permits, construction permits. We are fortunate in Hillsborough County that the Board of County Commissioners has continued to financially support 2 detectives dedicated to construction fraud here in Hillsborough County, and we couldn't be more grateful. Our latest operation, Operation Bring Down the House, detectives conducted a 3-week operation, reached out on various forms of social media, and were able to solicit 91 individuals to respond to the home that we were using in this undercover operation. That resulted in the charges of 15 individuals, and charges are still pending on 5 unlicensed contractors. So 20 unlicensed contractors that will be placed under arrest and charged with contracting without a license. Interesting is that 2 of them are repeat offenders from a previous sting. One of them has 8 previous charges of contracting without a license. So their charges have been upgraded to the felony charge of contracting without a license. The important question is, why is this important? These unlicensed individuals take your hard-earned money and never return to do the work. These unlicensed contractors take your money, come to report to the job, and do a portion of the work, and you never see them again. They also take your hard-earned money, they show up, they complete the job, but now you're left with a shoddy job, an unsafe, inhabitable house that poses a danger, certainly a safety risk to you and your families. To our community, I implore you, do not let these individuals appeal to your sense of savings. If it sounds too good to be true, it most likely is. This case may not have the appeal of some of our cases until it is you who is out the money without the work being completed. To the unlicensed contractors who wish to conduct their business in Hillsborough County, we will continue to aggressively target you until you stop preying on our community. I would like to commend our construction fraud detectives for their continued passion of protecting our community from being taken advantage of. They are certainly responsible for, in this sting for preventing a loss of over $176,000 from the operation for the 20 individuals that they targeted. So to you, I thank you. Commander Major Joel Rios of this division, thank you for your hard work and dedication. Couldn't be more proud of you guys. As well as the agencies that we work with that are such great partners. Andrew Warren in the State Attorney's Office, the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation, thank you for your continued support and resources. And the Hillsborough County Building Department. We have such a tremendous partner with the county. Thank you for all your support. Like I said, we will continue to pursue these individuals until they stop operating in Hillsborough County and taking advantage of our community. At this time, it would be a pleasure to turn the podium over to Gary Creighton with the Florida Swimming Pool Association. Mr. Creighton? Thank you. Thank you.
And again, I want to thank everyone in Hillsborough County that was involved in this process. The Florida Swimming Pool Association supports it, and we're very grateful for Hillsborough County giving the resources necessary to combat unlicensed contracting. A quick reminder to pool owners in our county. Just because someone is legally allowed to clean and chemically treat a swimming pool does not mean that they're a licensed contractor. You have to be a licensed contractor to repair a pool, to do any kind of fix to a pool, any kind of electrical work at a pool, and any kind of remodeling or reconstruction at a pool. So again, do not assume that the person who's legally allowed to clean and chemically treat your pool is legally allowed to repair your pool. You must find a licensed contractor to do that work. And again, thank you to Hillsborough County and the Sheriff's Office.
Thank you, Mr. Creighton. We appreciate all your support to you and all the licensed contractors who follow the proper protocol and regulations to keep our homeowners safe. At this time, I'd open it up to any type of questions.
Sheriff, what do you say to people who say these are everyday people trying to make a living, these guys who were arrested doing side jobs here and there? What do you say to those homeowners?
I say to those homeowners, please don't let these individuals appeal to your sense of savings. What they create is an unsafe living house, an unsafe residence most of the time. The work that they do most of the time is shoddy, it's subpar, and that's why they have to forego. Number one, they're an unlicensed contractor. They can't go pull the permits, but they will appeal to your sense of savings, but at the same time take advantage of you. These individuals who want to make an extra buck, they should go take the proper schooling and go get the proper education to become a licensed contractor and operate like the rest of the contractors who follow the proper channels. Their standards, we have housing standards. The reason we have less problems with our housing is because people follow those standards. These individuals choose not to.
Sheriff, so we see that Gordon had 8 previous charges of this. What is there that's done to deter them from doing that again and again?
I think the fact that once they do a certain amount of them, they become a felony, and it's more serious. The penalty phase is certainly more serious, and we would hope that is the deterrent. I can't speak for this individual. I don't know why he hasn't got our message by now. I certainly hope that all the individuals we see on this board will learn from this lesson and we won't see them again. But unfortunately, as you've seen in 2 of the individuals, this is the second time they've been caught in our sting. Shame on them.
Can you maybe explain what the process is like, how much time they typically spend in jail, how quickly they can get back out, and then what happens after they get a felony?
I don't. We'd have to ask the state attorney. That's a case-by-case basis. That certainly depends based on their criminal history, what's their criminal record. So that would be hard to answer. But certainly some serious fines.
Sheriff, what are the tips you would give to like first-time homeowners? You know, a lot of these guys have like legit websites, legit-looking trucks. What would you give advice-wise to homeowners who are looking for work?
That's a great question. If you're a homeowner and you want to hire a contractor, demand to see their license. Usually it's mandated to be posted on the side of any of their contractor vehicles. Keep yourself safe. Always ask a contractor to see their documentation.
Would you say a lot of the time you see them being repeat offenders, immediately getting back onto the streets and doing this sort of stuff again, from your experience?
I wouldn't. And all the stings that we've been doing, it's a very low percentage. I think a lot of them learn. They are looking for a quick buck, but they do realize how they're taking advantage of a homeowner, and we normally don't see them again, so it's not the norm.
Can you explain the sting operation? I mean, were these guys the worst of the worst? Were they particularly predatory in their behavior? Or were these the guys that answered the call or the ad? And can you explain how that all went down and what it was like and what it looked like during this operation?
Sure. We place an ad out on all the social media sites. 91 individuals answered those ads and agreed to come out and visit the house. This is a house that should be torn down. This is a house that's so unsafe that any contractor will go out and tell you, sorry, this house is inhabitable. It needs to be knocked down. These individuals come in and say, yeah, I can fix it. Here's the price on doing it. At that time, they were placed under arrest after they provided a bid and weren't able to provide their contractor's license. And I know that we have some B-roll to provide you and some other information of the actual arrest and some of the actual even investigative work. I think that will be enlightening for all of you.
Can you characterize how big of a problem this is in Tampa Bay?
I think if one homeowner gets taken advantage of, it's a problem. But a problem in comparison to some other counties that don't have a construction fraud unit that's dedicated to deter these types of individuals from operating in their county, I think we're ahead of a lot of other counties, and it's because we're going to continue to aggressively pursue them. So as the growth and the population growth, the housing boom continues, we want to make sure we're doing everything we can to protect our homeowners.
Do you know at what point, and I understand you might not have the answer, at what point it goes from multiple charges to a felony? Is it 8?
I believe it 2. Detectives, one. Yeah, after the second one, they get one's a misdemeanor, Anytime after the first one is a felony charge.
So how much time in jail, if they're convicted? Because I know the Gordon guy, the one with 8 arrests, previous arrests, and I think even prison time, he's already out of jail. So how many years are they looking at if he's convicted?
And he bonded out. His case is still pending. Yeah, so hard to say. Each individual, there's no minimum mandatories on construction fraud, so it's prosecuted on an individual basis, and unfortunately our state attorney isn't here to help answer some of those questions, but that would be a state attorney question.
So what sort of relief would you give to homeowners who are frustrated? They see these stories all the time around Tampa Bay, and they see maybe similar faces. What relief would you give them?
I would say remain steadfast. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. I would say do your due diligence. If you're going to hire a contractor, that's your hard-earned money. Make sure that contractor's qualified. Make sure that contractor has some references that you're checking to make sure that other people have used this particular individual contractor and that they were satisfied with the work completed. No different than in any other circumstance, protect yourself. Knowledge is power. Anything else? Again, I appreciate everybody coming out today. Thank you.